Let's talk about the Orion 930 dual depth moisture meter. It provides readings at 1/4 inch and 3/4 inch modes. This allows you to measure the moisture content of thin samples such as wood flooring materials, or you can measure deeper into thick wood samples to find moisture further into the wood. The first thing you'll notice is the new design that fits in your hand and allows you to maintain a firm grip on the meter regardless of the position you hold it. Pretty handy for measurements in unusual places. A rubber boot surrounds the unit to give a large grip surface and protect the meter as it travels with you during your toughest jobs. The on-hold button turns the unit on and also holds a reading in case you're measuring in an area where you can't see the display. Your Orion 930 audio button allows you to set a high moisture content alarm threshold and also set the volume for the audible alarm. This is useful, for example, when quickly scanning a piece of wood and trying to locate any higher moisture content areas without having to continually look at the digital display. Species Material button is used to program the appropriate setting to measure your specific wood species. It also puts your Orion meter into 2 more modes, relative measurement mode and meter calibration mode. Relative measurement mode is for when you measure non-wood materials such as drywall and engineering. Meter calibration mode is something we'll cover in a minute. The Orion 930 dual depth moisture meter features a depth button that allows you to choose between measuring in the shallow 1/4 inch mode or the deeper 3/4 inch mode. For your information, you can refer to page 13 in your manual. Lastly, the up and down button act as your toggle to increase or decrease values according to the mode that you're in. Taking readings with the Orion 930 dual depth moisture meter is easy. First, check your species setting booklet and confirm the setting value for the wood material you'll be working with. If you're measuring non-wood materials, refer to page 20 of your manual for more information. This is a section of 1/4 inch Baltic birch, and this is a piece of American cherry. Let's start with a thin piece of Baltic birch. The species booklet says the setting value is 68. I press the on-hold button to power the meter on. Then I press the species material button and use the up or down buttons to adjust the setting to 68. Since this is a thin piece, I obviously don't want to measure past the material, so I press the depth button to engage the shallow reading 1/4 inch mode. Now I'm ready to take a reading. Now I'll measure this thicker piece of cherry flooring. The species booklet says the setting value is 50. I press the species material button and use the up or down button to adjust the setting to 50. Since this is a thicker piece, I'll want to get a more accurate reading by measuring deeper in the wood, so I press the depth button to engage the deep reading 3/4 inch mode. Now, let's take a reading. The Orion 930 3/4 inch deep depth reading mode gives me 8.6% moisture content. A more accurate reading because I'm reading in the wood, not on the wood. Now let's finish with a short demonstration on how to calibrate the Orion 930 in your home, workshop, office, job site, wherever. By short, I mean, got a minute? Because it's just that small amount of time. Be sure to read through the calibration section of your manual to make sure you're doing everything right. First, I make sure the serial numbers match between my calibration reference and my Orion 930 found in the battery compartment. Place the calibration reference on its legs on a flat surface. Turn the meter on and use the species material button to put your meter in cal mode. Place the meter on the calibration reference, correctly seating the meter sensor pad firmly on the recessed area. This is important because if you place the sensor pad anywhere else, it will cause an inaccurate calibration. Move it back and forth and side to side to make sure the pad is firmly seated. Next, press the audio button 3 times. The meter will beep 3 times to tell you it's calibrating. When you see the word lift on the screen, quickly lift the meter into the air for about 5 seconds. During this time, make sure your fingers or other objects are away from the back of the meter. When the word done appears, press the on-hold button to go back to the measuring mode and you're off to the races. I'm Jason Spangler, Flooring Division Sales Manager for Wagner Meters. Email me at jspangler@wagnermeters.com with your questions, comments, or photos of your best work with your Orion meter. If you don't have one yet, visit wagnermeters.com to purchase the right Orion meter for your specific application. While you're here, check out these other videos and click subscribe.